Going into 2023, we ain't begging nobody to love us, y'all. In fact, beg you for what? Me, at my big age, beg you. Beg you for whose side? Who you be? Beg who? I'm not gonna beg anybody. I'm not go. You, in fact, you're mad. You're mad. You the crazy.
You believe in me. Life isn't what it seems. North Pole cold, my little heart it be freezing. I got the big Drake, though I don't be all in my feelings. I got the big bankroll, I don't be having no children. Try to take my soul, you ain't having it, nigga. Go around, oh yeah, so like, hope yeah, so like, hope yeah. They don't know you. Slowly kisses passing by the river.
Hey guys, what's up? What's going on? Welcome back to another REN talk. Hope you guys are doing wonderful. Hope you guys are doing amazing. For this video, there are no announcements. I just want to hop straight into it because there's a lot that I want to talk about now. So let's get into it. So I know that you guys have seen the viral video going around of Erica Banks saying that women have to look a certain way to be around her, to hang out with her, to be her friend, whatever the case may be. And first of all, before I get into this, a disclaimer: I am not against plastic surgery, okay? If you want to get plastic surgery, do that. It is your body, your rules, your choice. Do what you want to do. So I want to get that out of the way first and foremost. Also, everyone has their preference, okay? Everyone has their preference, their opinion. Everyone's entitled to it. They're all like assholes. We all have one, yada yada yada. I just want to get that out of the way before we get into this, because everything I'm going to say in this video are based on my experiences, my opinion on everything. So, you know, I already know I'm going to catch some sort of flack, okay? So I'm just, you know, setting the scene for what's about to go down, okay? I am so mind-boggled. What Erica Banks said is crazy to me, because first and foremost, your requirements for having friends, your requirements for people hanging out with you or being around you is so crazy to me, because you're saying a woman has to look a certain way, right? She has to have a certain look, because looks are very important and it's part of your brand, right? If she's too skinny, she can't be your friend or hang out with you. If she's not thick enough, or if she's not thick, she can't hang out with you. She don't dress if she don't this, if she don't that, right? But what I didn't hear was personality. I didn't hear morals. I didn't hear interests. I didn't hear any of that. So to me, you just basically said she can be the shittiest person in the world, but as long as she got a BBL, as long as she thick, that's who I want around me. Make it make sense. Especially as a woman, Erica, at your big age, you dey open your mouth. Anybody waiting for this world cannot be your friend, hang out with you based on a set of requirements you set up all for the sake of your brand? Then that makes me ask myself, well, is that a brand that I want to be representing? You mean to tell me you can have a snake ass friend, you can have the fakest friend in the world, that will not matter to you? They can have the worst personality in the world, they can give you a headache, but you will still allow them to be around you because of the way that they look. And that's crazy to me. Like, I'm having a hard time registering that. What about your fans? What about your skinny fans? And you know what else this makes me think of? Now, I know as a celebrity, right, you signed up for what you signed up for. You don't necessarily, you know, feel like you have to be that quote unquote role model. You know, a lot of celebrities be like, well, you know, I'm not a role model. I didn't sign up to be a role model. First of all, it's the parents' fault. It's not my fault. They shouldn't be allowing their kids to listen to my music in the first place. And yeah, I get that part, right? But at the end of the day, it's inevitable. You're gonna have middle schoolers listening to your music, high schoolers listening to your music. You know what I'm saying? Like, even elementary school listening to your music. Like, you mean to tell me they don't listen to Meg Thee Stallion? Come on now. But the way I think about it like it's me, right? Because I remember how hard it was for me at that age. And you know, I hate to just think about these little girls like looking at themselves and being like, well dang, I don't look like that. Well, is Erica not gonna hang out with me because I'm not thick enough? Like, I'm really skinny, but you know, and little girls don't understand, like, your body is gonna go through so many changes as it is. So even that idea that you're planting in her head of you have to look like this is such a sad thought. And like, not even just little girls, like girls that are in high school, older grown women, girls that are in college, now looking at themselves, questioning themselves, thinking about, okay, well maybe I should get a BBL. Then you're gonna have these girls be like, so if I don't look like that, if I don't look a certain way, does that mean that Erica's not gonna want to hang out with me? Does that mean that she's not gonna want to meet me? Does that mean that one day I can't meet her and be her friend? Like, you're having these women question themselves because they don't feel like their body is good enough the way it is. And this also kind of reminds me of like back in the old days, like back in my Tumblr days, where I was the emo girl, like going to Warped Tour, wearing Vans, all that stuff. Like, I was that girl. I was such a tomboy, you guys. I remember I would like go to the skate park sometimes and go to, you know, wherever the skaters typically hung out, right? And I remember on Tumblr, thigh gaps were such a huge thing. Like, thigh gaps were such a big deal. And I always felt very insecure and self-conscious about my body because I didn't have that. Like, I was big, girl. My ass was big. My thighs were big. Everything was just big. And I didn't have a thigh gap. So every time I would go and I would see the other girls, they all had thigh gaps. All of them. Maybe like one or two maybe were kind of, you know, like me, but all of them were super skinny. All of them had thigh gaps, and I felt very self-conscious. And you know, back in the day too, that I thought, you know, emo boys were so cute and everything. The emo girls were just always really pretty, and they were super skinny and they were pale, and I didn't look like that. I would pay attention to like the type of girls that they were with, or the type of girls that they would gravitate towards, and they were what? All skinny, all had thigh gaps. And don't get me wrong, like, some of them liked me too. Typically that's what they would go for. I'm, you know, thinking about how I felt at a young age, and I mean, I can't imagine, it must be 10 times worse now, because society is just so shallow nowadays, and beauty standards are changing all the time. And that's why I always say, you know, if I ever have a little girl, that's definitely what I would tell her. Like, I would teach her to love her body. I would teach her to love herself for who she is. Now having a big butt and big thighs are in. Like, I mean, you don't really see people talking about, oh, you have to have a thigh gap anymore, because BBLs and things like that are in now. Look what everyone is saying about Glorilla. They're telling this woman that, oh, you need to get a BBL. You need to get plastic surgery and fix your nose. Your lips are too big. First of all, let me just give props to Glorilla. I really hope that she stays the way she is and she keeps being, you know, the strong-willed woman that she is, and keeps doing what she's doing and keep killing it out here. It is just so sad that us as a society are telling this woman that because she doesn't have a BBL, because she's skinny, because she has the nose that she has, that is not enough for you to listen to her music. First of all, we're not even talking about the negative attention that comes with getting BBLs, because that's another thing. I mean, now I'm starting to see more women do videos about the negative attention that comes with getting BBLs. So what's so crazy is, shout out to the Real Talk with Yanie. I love her channel. She just did a video recently about this, and she had a beautician on her video, and the beautician was basically talking about the clients that typically come in that she sees that have BBLs versus, you know, the skinny clients, or the ones that are, you know, bigger women. And she talks about how, yeah, a lot of men are sleeping with the women that have BBLs, but majority of the women that come in that are skinny or are a little bit bigger are the ones that are getting married. They're the ones that are engaged. They're the ones that are in loving relationships. These men are not taking these women with BBL seriously. And the fact that we're letting social media, we're letting people like Erica Banks fool us and trick us into thinking that because we don't look a certain way, because we don't look like this, that we aren't enough. The men ain't even really tripping like that. It's really the women. Clearly, even girls, like when I hang out with my girlfriends, or just even random girls, like you run into them in the bath. You know how it is, ladies, when, you know, you run into another girl in the bathroom and y'all start talking, or, you know, or just at a party. They will always compliment me. Oh my gosh, like, I love your body. I love your hourglass figure. Your butt is so big. Your boobs, oh my gosh, you know. And I know that it's a compliment. You know what I mean? Like, I know that they're complimenting me and they're saying it genuinely because I remember how much I went through, because I remember what I went through from when I was young till now, and kind of how my body has changed through puberty. And as I grew, I don't really know how to feel because, again, the negative attention that comes with being built as a curvy woman, a whole lot of negative attention comes with it. And again, I'm gonna actually link Yanie's video down below so you guys can go watch it for yourself as well, because everything she said I related to totally. I remember this one time I was in high school. It was senior year. I was a senior in high school, and I remember this boy was like, if I slap you on your butt, I bet it's gonna pop, trying to be funny, basically trying to say that I had surgery or whatever. And I'm thinking to myself, well, now I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, I was in high school. What I look like getting surgery? And I remember I said, well, I bet if I slap you right now, all them yellow ass teeth in your mouth is gonna fall out. How about that? And as I grew into my body, there were so many lessons that I had to learn about self-love, about loving your body the way that it is. Because when we listen to these things that we are being fed by social media, that we're being fed by people like Erica Banks, again, it puts into our heads that something is wrong with the way that I look. Look at the Kardashians. They went, got surgery, got the bbls, started going after black men, realized they didn't want black men no more, then pulled a Kim because she went and got Pete Davidson and wanted to start acting like a white girl. Make it make sense. I'm just thinking to myself, well, damn, can I be loved for me? Can I be loved for who I am? Can I love my big lips? Can I be accepted for my lips? Not because lip fillers are in, not because it's a trend, but because it's mine. Can I be accepted for my thick thighs? Not because it's a trend. Can I be accepted for the fact that I have a big butt? Not because, oh, it's the in thing. Everybody wants a big butt now. You have women dying every day, putting their lives at stake, putting their lives at risk, going to people they don't even know, going to people that don't even have a license, never went to medical school, nothing, going to back alleys, going to just these sketch places to get BBLs. You don't know what they're putting in your body. You don't know what toxins are in your body. You don't even think about how that's going to affect you later on down the road. If you don't have kids and you're planning on having kids, you don't know how that's going to affect your body. Your body is really not meant to have all that stuff in you. If we're being honest, if we keep it in a stack, if we keeping it a bean. And at least if you're gonna do that, go to somebody that is licensed. Go to somebody that knows what they're doing. And Yanie also brought up a really great point in her video that I hadn't even thought about. She mentions relationships and how stressful it can be, because now you have to think, damn, like, will my man now have to attack every single guy that, you know, tries to come at me sideways or try to harass me because of the way I'm shaped, because of the way I look, because they gonna, you know, look at me and be like, oh, you know, she look good, like, that's you, bro. You know what I'm saying? And now he has to get buck or be on guard at all times on my behalf because he's trying to protect my honor. And you guys, my experiences being a curvy girl, you know, being a girl that has shape, like the harassment, I can't even tell you. Like she said, like Yanie said, dudes be mad bold out here, like bold. But all in all, ladies, I just really want to tell you guys, please just love on your bodies. It's the only body we have. It's the body we're born with. It's the body that God gave you. Love it. You know, really work on that self-love. Beauty standards are always going to change. Next year is going to be something else. Find somebody that loves you for everything that you are, ladies, and men too. Honestly, I'm a woman, so I'm speaking to my ladies. Find someone that loves you for you, loves your body, yes, loves your body, but loves your spirit, loves your mind, loves the way you think, loves your hair in its natural state. Not when it's done, but when it's just doing its thing and what it wants to do, that loves you for you. Going into 2023, we ain't begging nobody to love us, y'all. In fact, beg you for what? Me, at my big age, beg you. Beg you for whose side? Who you be? Beg who? I'm not gonna beg anybody. I'm not gonna, you, in fact, you're mad. You're mad. You the crazy. That is all the time we have for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys got something from it. So until next time, don't be mad. Be you. Stay true. Bye.
Struggles and pain only make we tougher. So comes the money get no far. Me love my life. Still I make money and my friends alright. Make progress while them backslide. Them can't stop my flame from ignite. One life, many chances. You'd live up, you'd rise to the top. Don't make it through badness. Right now we have to cool off of that. Get a youth one hold on strong.